Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the another video. And it's been a while that I am using iOS 18.0.1 and it's been out for almost 2 weeks now. We were expecting to see 18.0.2, but that is not out yet, and I'm still expecting that will come soon, but not sure when because there are no as such news regarding that update while I'm shooting this video. So it's been a 2 weeks that 18.0.1 is out. So I think it's a perfect time to make a long-term review video and talk about few things. So in this video, I will talk about the battery life, performance, and in the end of this video, I will share three different tips that can help to improve the battery life of your device. So without any sort of a further delay, let's begin and let's talk about the battery life. Okay, so I will go to the settings over here. I have already opened the battery stats. So I'm using it from last 2 weeks. So we will go through different days. And for example, if I go to this day over here, where I used my battery for almost 80%, as you can see, and the screen on time is 3 hours, mainly because I used camera a lot and X and Instagram for a bit and some other applications. This app was running in the background for a very long time, as you can see. If I go to the another day where I used the same amount of the battery, almost 80%, 85% of you can say, and I got 3 hours and almost 30 minutes of screen on time, where I used the YouTube for a bit, some other applications, as you can see. Again, this app was running in the background. It was quite active in the background. So going to the another day where I used my phone for around 100% and I got same screen on time as I got of 8 hours, 85% and get the same of 100%, as you can see, because this time I was quite active on media applications including YouTube and TikTok. When it comes to media applications, they consume more battery life. That is what you need to understand. On the very next day, where I used almost 100%, 90%, 95, 99% of battery according to the graph, as you can see, and almost same battery life as you can see using TikTok a lot and some other applications. Now going over this day where I used around like 110% of my battery life, as you can see, but the screen on time is way improved. And I was active on Geekbench Score. I was trying to do check scores for a couple of times. Then I was using Safari for browsing and some other applications. As you can see, again this app was running in the background for a very long time. So today I use 75% of my battery and it is like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Used YouTube a lot and some other applications, as you can see. I feel this day I get the best battery life because I used YouTube a lot, and overall battery life is quite decent. It is same as I was getting on 17.7, nothing difference at all. So yeah, it is pretty much same battery, but it is slightly better battery life than the 17.6.1, which is a good news. But it is pretty much same battery life. It is also better than the 18.0. In 18.0 I was getting a lot of issues, so that is one thing to notice. For now I don't have any battery draining graph because I was using my phone continuously. Over here I was using phone, then using phone over here, over here. So there is no battery draining graph for now, but I will try to bring battery draining graph in upcoming videos. But for now, if I conclude the battery life, it is not the best, it is not the worst, it's a decent battery life because it's quite an old device. So yeah, battery performance on 18.0.1 is decent. Now let's go to the Geekbench score and talk about the scores. So many people were saying that also bring GPU benchmark. So in this video I will show CPU benchmark, also GPU benchmark. So I will discuss both of these. So first let's go to the CPU benchmark over here. CPU history, this is the last score, 18.0.1, as you can see, 1321 on a single core while 2794 on a multi-core. If I compare single core with the average one, it is slightly better. Same if I compare the multi-core with the average iPhone 10 score. This update is giving slightly, I think, quite a better score than the average one, which is a really good thing. Although these scores are lower than the 17.7 scores, if I go to the 17.7 scores over here, these scores are lower. Single core was really good, multi core was the best in the 17.7. But however, the 18.0 point scores are better than the 18.0. So this is the 18.0 score. As you can see, it is 2588 on a multi-core, 1317 on a single core. So 18.0.1 scores are better than the 18.0, which is a good sign. And through this, you can expect to get more better scores in upcoming days, which is really good. And I'm also testing out 18.1 on my other device, and I can say that 18.1 is a really good update in terms of battery life and in terms of many other things. Now, while going back over here and see the GPU benchmark, this is the very first time I ran the GPU benchmark on this device, so I don't have any history, so can't talk much about it. But I get 8084 GPU battle score. Well, if I compare this one with the average one, these scores are lower than the average one, which is a kind of a disappointing. So what score you are getting if you're using iPhone 10s on any version, let me know in the comment section below so I can compare. On the iPhone 14, the score average is to 20213, while on the 18.1 on this device from which I'm shooting this video, I'm getting more than 21,000, which is a good sign. But over here in the 18.0.1, scores are is like slightly lower than the average one. But I will test it more so I can conclude it in a better way. Well, this is all from the Geekbench Score. In terms of performance, it is fine. It's a decent performance. I do use this device to capture videos, sometimes pictures, and I also make different Snapchat stories. While and also I'm quite active on Threads. Uh, you can follow me on this if you want to. I am trying to post as much as I can. I'm liking Threads more all of a sudden than the X. I don't know why, but yeah, it is a decent performance. Don't have any big issue at all. Now, if I talk about the three battery saving tips that can help to improve the battery life, it is mainly about the settings. Number one is do different sort of settings. Turn off settings in the privacy and security to improve the battery life. For example, turn the tracking off for every other application. Also, turn the journaling suggestions off if you don't journal. And if I talk about the second tip, try to use genuine Apple accessories so it will not hurt your device, or at least try to use accessories that are certified by the Apple for the iPhone. Don't go for the cheap cable, cheap chargers that will hurt your battery life and the battery health. Moving to the third tip is the basic one. I talk about this a lot of time. Whenever your device is nearly 20%, put it on a charging. Never let it go below 20%. It will hurt your battery a lot. So follow these tips, you will see a better battery life. And if I conclude the 18.0.1, I want to see 18.0.2, and I think it will come out very soon. But when, I'm not sure about that. It's a decent update, but I think there are still few things Apple need to improve, and they can improve that with the 18.0.2. Well, this is all from this video, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Peace out.